Sweet.
Woo! Happy Whiskey Friday. We've been busy pissing people off all around the world.
What is up?
This is Dylan. For those guys who haven't met him yet, he is the instigator of all things movie and riling up the people. I have nothing to do with it. It's all him. Swear to God, it's all him. What's up, B Bostrom155?
Okay.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. It's all him. He did it. I didn't do it.
It's easier to blame it on the new guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Always blame it on the new guy.
Why? Okay.
What happened?
I just Justin. That's all.
Oh, Justin's got his welding helmet on. Nice.
Just look up and see that.
And Justin, our producer,
What up?
has been welding away. He has not been producing as much, but he did just get lunch, very late lunch. I can't hear you.
You gotta.
Nothing. Happy Whiskey Friday, Mr. Orist.
You gotta. Hi, son. Comment on our Instagram.
Is that my mom and my dad? What's up, Pop?
There you go.
Hi, Dad. My dad's watching. I gotta behave. Actually, with my dad watching, I don't have to behave. My mom watching, I gotta behave. My dad knows
story.
I'm just like him, so it's good.
The apple didn't fall far from the tree, if you will.
Tequila Friday on the cruise ship. What's up, Brian? Where are you cruising to? You getting the hell away from that giant snowstorm coming to you? Brian lives in Nova Scotia. It's not like they don't get snow anyway. He's like, what snowstorm?
What storm? Yeah.
What are you talking about? That's just normal. That's
regular weather.
That's called Wednesday. All right. So we have dropped a few videos for you guys in the last week. We started last week with the 992.2 dyno video. That one's been going really well. That answered a lot of questions for Brian. We then followed that up with the drive with Ted to get some exhaust sound inside the car so you guys can understand what it feels like. And then yesterday, we dropped a bomb all over Germany. And if you look at the comments, oh boy, they are really unhappy with the idea that Dundon Motorsports might make a package that's faster than a Manti package because, you know, our stuff's not TUV certified, so therefore it's an apples to orange comparison. We don't have a racing team, therefore it's an apples to orange conversation.
We don't R&D our parts, apparently.
I mean, you know, I just go over to the Charles Genie lamp and I rub on it every now and then, and magically parts just show out. They just poof into existence. There's no R&D necessary. We just rub a lamp and pow, stuff pops out. So, thank you, Oris. Appreciate that. I got lots of comments from guys thanking me for finally doing that comparison video. You know, a lot of our longtime customers, a lot of GT4 RS owners have written and be like, "Thank you. Now I know. Now I know with certainty. You know, I knew I wanted to buy your parts anyway, but now I am 100% certain that that's what I want to get." It's interesting to me that the comments online, some of them seem to be based like they didn't watch the video. Like one of the guys was like, come now, those KW 4-ways on there. I'm like, yeah, I said that.
I saw another one that was like, all right, now that you've done this, bring it to the Nürburgring. It's that easy. He literally said after Nürburgring, it's that easy. And I'm like, did you not watch the video? Because we just talked about why we are not doing this at the Nürburgring.
Right.
Because it's not that easy.
And it's the Nürburgring is a joke as far as being a litmus test or being fair, as far as somebody can come and run a lap at the Nürburgring and compare it to other laps. Oh, hell no. Anybody who goes there often knows that the weather rules the day at the Nürburgring. I mean, we had Marcel Fossler. For those of you guys who don't know who that is, he's won Le Mans, I think, 4 times, the 24 hours of Le Mans. So he kind of knows a thing or two about driving a car. And he drove a customer's 992 GT3. It was Yeah, should have put a pro driver in the car. Bro. No, that was actually in our favor. He was saying if you put a pro driver in the car, the Delta would have been even bigger. I'm like, well, we did have a pro driver in the car. Are there guys who are faster than Ted? Yeah, probably. But they're not a lot faster than Ted, I can tell you that much. So especially in somebody else's car on street tires, when they're not getting paid to go fast, there's a bubble that you're gonna. So anyway, we did go to the Nürburgring. We did come very close to breaking a record. To have your Nürburgring time publicized saying you do break a record, that's, I forget what number, 20,000, 25,000, something like that. Getting track insurance on a car that's not yours, that was $15,000 for one event for a pro to drive a car at the Nürburgring. So everybody's like, yeah, just come to the Nürburgring. It's easy. It's easy. Sure, if we're made of fucking money, it's easy. Our track is right here. I think we'll do it here. Thank you. I think we'll do it here. It's kind of like when Corvette went and reset the streetcar lap record at almost every major track in the US instead of going to the Nürburgring. Because they went to the Nürburgring and the Nürburgring wins and Porsche wins and Mercedes. And this sounds like I'm complaining and I'm making up excuses, but anybody who's inside the circle, you know, we've got friends over there, our buddies at MCS Europe. They let us know what's up. Sorry if I just tossed you guys under the bus, but there's a bunch of politics and Porsche wins. Porsche is the king and they get to control what happens at the Nürburgring.
Well, I think, and kind of from the outside perspective, you know, if you don't know the money involved in going there and you don't see all that, from the outside looking in, you'd see GM, Dodge, Porsche, all these guys just going there. The difference being we're not GM.
Yeah.
Like, there's a big difference to that.
A big
saying it's that easy. It can be that easy when you're a vehicle manufacturer.
We're not even atomically
it's just
sized.
Whatever, go to the Nürburgring, do your thing. If you're GM or Porsche.
I mean, our sales in a year isn't what GM spends on paper clips in a year. Maybe not now, but back in the day.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. Anyway. So we're doing the day where we pulled him out of the schmuck. That's Ed Assad and me in Ed's truck. I recognize this video.
I never actually saw this clip.
Yeah, this is me and Ed going to. That was right. That was our track day. And we had to go pull somebody out of the. Yeah, I remember that was Elliot. In his 997, we had to pull him out of the muck. So let's. What do we got? What do we got for stuff? So I don't derail you too much there, co-producer.
For stuff we can circle back to some Manti stuff.
Yeah.
Here in a bit. The 991.2 GT3 did go on Bring a Trailer today.
We talked about that last week. This was a customer of ours.
It's sold.
It's sold. What do you guys think it's sold for? Need some comments.
Yeah, drop them in.
Instagram's strangely quiet.
I don't think we see the chat on the screen. But
that could be why.
But it is also strangely quiet.
It is strangely quiet. Like I said, we pissed them all off. They're not going to join us.
Yeah, they don't want us.
They don't want us. It's all good.
Such a cool car.
$290,000, which, quite frankly, for a 991.2 GT3 is no, that's a lot of dough. Just 991.2 GT3. Okay. That's like $100,000 more than any other 991.2 GT3. I mean, they typically go for like 180. I think I haven't been watching the market much lately. This car is very special though. What was the MSRP on it?
271,588, 272,588.
Jesus.
Somewhere around there.
Jesus. Oh, jeez. I did not see that, Horst.
What's that?
Vin Inatra sold his GT3 RS. Some Washington guy bought it.
Oh.
I feel bad for him. Hopefully everything is okay and he paid a reasonable sum of money for it. But yeah, I'm not going to get into that.
That's a story for another glass, if you will.
That's a story for a different glass. Yeah. And for the guy that was talking to Ted, how drunk is that guy when he's doing those YouTube videos? This is all I have. This is it. And at 52 years old and been doing this for a minute, if I had this much whiskey and was drunk, I've been doing it wrong my whole life. So, but thank you for that. It just means I'm a jovial personality, I believe, is what he was getting at, right?
Yeah.
Not a belligerent
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I would hope so.
Hopefully.
I'll choose to believe that.
I me myself as well, so I can go to sleep at night. So, Belize and Costa Maya. That's Riviera Maya, I believe, in Mexico. Sounds good. Go to the blue hole and go diving in Belize. It's awesome. So anyway, this 991.2 GT3 is very, very special. The customer has built it over a long period of time. It has a lot of very, very tasteful upgrades. It's got suspension work done. It's got our D3 power package on it. It's really, really spectacular. Like the frunk is crazy. It's all leather. So anywho, hopefully, customers happy with, or the seller's happy with the sale. They got a good number. It would have needed to probably wait another 5-6 years for a couple more for it to like really take off and get appreciated for what it is. But yeah.
Another white car went for sale. We can go through this one quickly since it wasn't a Porsche.
This is one for Dylan. He knows this car personally.
Turns out I think the buyer's fee must be capped at a certain price. Because they said there was 20% buyer's fee. This for the Ferrari 250 GTO.
What the fuck? I hope not.
Well, so it sold for 35 million at the hammer price. So as soon as the hammer hit, I opened my calculator and I'm like, 35 million times 1.2, 42 million. And then after the auction ended, I see final price after fees as 38.5.
That's still crazy.
So
that
it's still a lot of
$3.5 million.
But it must be capped or something. Nonetheless, 38.5 is a good.
Yeah, I'd have
price.
I'd have a malfunction if I bought a $38 million car and had to give somebody $7 million for the fact that they sold it.
The guy who bought it, David Lee, like almost he said he almost forgot to bid on it. He was out tracking that day at Willow.
Oh jeez. Must be nice.
I'm like, that's the biggest like FU money thing ever. Oh, I forgot to bid on my let me call it.
Hold on. Real quick. Hey, make sure I don't lose that car.
Yeah. Put a bid in.
How much? 30? Yeah, fine. Just go up up to 50. It's good. Just keep going. Yeah, that would be nice.
That was a fun one to watch.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Hopefully he takes that car out. Hopefully we see it more publicly.
Mike, welcome. I appreciate it. Can you text me who your current contact is at AR now that our contact is no longer there? Just your picture with my E30 M3 has piqued my interest since I was told that within 30 days I probably would get that car. Hence, I sent them some money. So hopefully that was a true statement. I'm not gonna share any more than that, but Mike knows what's up, and he'll hit me with the text probably by the time we're done. So, what else we got?
One more quick thing, auction related.
Yeah.
So because when you make an account and you bid on things on Bring a Trailer, it's all public. You got brought up, so I ended up down a rabbit hole, and I found your Bring a Trailer profile and your past bids.
Oh yeah.
And I chuckled because I kind of know what you like in cars, but one threw me off.
Which one?
You put one bid on an 18-mile Ford Focus RS, and then Philip was like, did he just see RS and put a bid and not realize it was the wrong RS? I'm just like, no, I didn't know. Did Jamie have a soft spot for Focuses at one point?
I still do. I like my sport compacts. I like anything with a rally heritage. That was something that I was looking at as Focus RS is a 4. But it was their blue launch color.
Yep.
It had some pretty tasteful mods on it. And I was reading up, and it's actually pretty legit. It'd be a pretty legit, like, back and forth commuter car. I think what's the smaller one than that? The
Fiesta.
Yeah, the Fiesta ST is actually more coveted. There's VW guys like Taj. He's a he's a GTI guy.
Mhm.
And he's got Super GTI. I forget which one his dad had, and now he's got it. So guys that fall in that camp. I was a Honda boy for a long time. The new CTR doesn't do anything for me. It kind of looks like a spaceship. I'm like, it's cool.
I will say I like the new one more than the last one. The last
Yeah,
one looked like it was designed by a 18-year-old that hadn't hit puberty yet.
right?
But
the Focus RS, I was like, this thing's legit. And
I
it
almost
got
bought
breathed on by Cosworth at some point. So I'm like, okay, this thing's got some cred. I dig this thing.
one.
So,
Debatably, I should have bought one instead of my S4, but
well,
you live and you learn.
you would have had something break in the Focus RS as well. And
Probably.
been in the same place.
Yeah.
So that's what happens. This is what we were talking about. There is a litmus test among our tribe, our car guy tribe. And I think the strongest test or behavioral trait, if you will, to demonstrate that you're in the tribe is, have you made a very poor financial decision around a car? And everybody that can raise their hand, yeah, you're in the tribe. You're in the tribe. So really,
It's funny too because
yeah.
when you do
FKA,
it, you like
yeah.
you feel so confident too.
Oh yeah,
Like
you're like, this is legit.
No one can tell you
No,
anything else.
you're
This
very.
car is so good. No,
this
it's
was the
not.
right
It's
decision.
a 100,000-mile Audi, bud.
Yeah, like, but it looks so cool. It's got all the cool things.
Now I sit here.
Yeah. And now I drive an F-150 to the shop. So, what's up, MCS Europe? Is that Herman? Herman in the house? It's late for you if it is. Jesus, I hope not. Maybe that's Davey. It's still late. So, I don't know who runs the MCS Europe. There's two guys that kind of go back and forth. One of them's a Brit, and one of them's a German. But yeah. Oh, Herman. What's up, brother?
Bong is on here.
Hey, what's up?
There we go.
Roger's in the house. Thank you, Roger. I'm trying to get him a set. I have not heard back yet, Roger. So things have been a little quiet.
It's Davey.
It's Davey. What's up, brother? Roger needs a set of dampers for his turbo K24 swapped 1980 SC. That's such a polarizing car in Porsche circles. And it's so Roger. It is so Bong. It's so awesome, right? He doesn't do things halfway, and that's definitely a middle finger to all of the classic Porsche purists. So we'll have Roger on and talk about his car journey at some point.
I would love to.
He's got an eclectic mix. He was able to tick a box recently. He got his 355 Ferrari. We still have not gotten the Aston and the 355 out for a drive together. Maybe, with the weather being nice here this winter, maybe we should try and do that. That'd be fun. He has not driven a V12 Aston Martin manual. I have not driven a 355. So he did get to drive my 458 at some point. So,
yeah, I'd love to talk to him. Maybe I've talked to him before.
You guys run in similar circles.
Yeah, but my good friend Beck is close friends with him.
Mm-hmm.
So I've heard a lot of good things about him, but I don't think we've actually. Maybe we have in passing.
Bong's the kind of homie that you're out drinking, and he goes and he gets in and out, and a fuckload of in and out, and comes back to the house, and you get there, and there's all these fucking cheeseburgers and French fries waiting for you. You're like, oh my God, you're my hero. You don't drink, so you get it when you're really, really hungry and you're jonesing for some food. Bong's a hookup. So,
oh yeah, bring something.
Bring anything down, brother. Bring anything down. All right,
I have a soft spot for 355s, so
they sound great. They also catch on fire.
Yeah, so, and like anytime you need to work on it, you have to remove the entire motor.
You just remove everything. So this little thing has been going around the spy shots. Seems to be that it is being claimed it is a turbocharged 2027. Is that what they said? 2027. Yep. So later this year. GT3 RS. Please notice that it has a tri-element wing. So there are now two flaps. Typically, that's more like a Venetian blind DRS, so they can get more curvature and get more drag reduction. So this will be interesting to see because I am also hearing rumors that this is actually a GT2 RS. So it'd be a bit of a departure for Porsche to put turbochargers on a GT3 RS. That said, they kind of have to with McLaren and Ferrari and everybody else.
Corvette
putting boosting their top dog. But the 2RS has always been the top dog. The 3RS has never been the top dog. The 3RS has been the one that you take to the track for your purists. So
yeah, but I could see a
Gillette
world.
Mach 3 Aero. The best a man can get. That's funny. Here I thought we were looking at Ed's 992. No, that's later. Ed also drives his cars in the snow, so expect some MR footage of donuts in the snow at some point from Idaho.
That would be cool.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it actually has center locks, not 5 lugs. It doesn't have a lot of stickers on it and whatnot.
Yeah, there's like no camo.
Yeah.
I think the last photos they were camoed, and the ones that weren't were kind of like AI photoshopped to remove the camo. Maybe.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
So it'll be interesting. So I'm going to hold on to my 992 3RS until we know, because if this is a turbocharged GT3 RS, and I have the last naturally aspirated GT3 RS, then maybe I'll make up my ADM. Maybe. Or maybe everybody just starts chasing performance and they don't give a shit anymore. I doubt that. Because as much as Porsche guys bitched about moving from air-cooled to water-cooled, and when the base cars went turbocharged, everybody lost their mind until they drove one, and they're like, oh shit, this is really good. It's like Porsche knows what the fuck they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. That's actually a good segue, that Porsche knows what the fuck they're doing.
Back into
Manti comments. Yeah.
Before we get into that, I could at least see a
got?
world where that is turboed, and then the 2RS is a turboed front motor hybrid.
Yeah,
because that would keep it
also reasonable
higher. I feel like
where this is like 700 horsepower, and they just like go full donkey donk with turbo hybrid and make it 1200 horsepower. What is Bravo Charlie? Both the 2 and 3 will be turbo. 2 is a 4-digit horsepower.
And active knuckles.
Bravo Charlie, please tell me what you do for a living, because that is a very specific comment. And your moniker, your chosen name is also suspicious. I'm an operator. I'm an operator inside a very large organization that does operations. It's kind of operator I am.
Yeah, do you want to talk about TUV and why it doesn't matter to us?
Oh, we can. Yeah. So some reliable intel.
Okay.
I like it. It's the same thing that I've been hearing about reliable intel. I'm like, I got too many people giving me reliable intel that's conflicting. None of it's been the same. So, also, yeah, there's a lot of, I think Porsche's had some mules out there to do some testing that were never intended to be cars. They just have a GT3 bodied turbo to go do some testing to fool people that they're testing a turbo and such like that. So, I'd say
well, could they also say that just to like fool people? Could they be testing what it actually looks like and then come back and be like, oh yeah, that's not actually what it was, guys. Like
fooled you.
It was something else.
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
It really was what everyone said it was.
Absolutely. So the comment section of the Manti, to not upset our German friends, not Manthe, the way that it's spelled in America, where we use the English language, but let's say it the way that it's said, not spelled, not something. Anyway, so Manti, we'll say it specifically. because there was a comment in the comment section about how somebody said Manti car or Manti car, or whatever. And I'm not whatevering. It's important to be able to say someone's name correctly. There was a lot of commentary about TUV status and how, therefore, the test that we performed in America on an American track with American laws and American cars was somehow invalidated, somehow was not an apples to apples comparison. And this is a little confusing to me because I'm like, okay, one car is a GT4 RS, the other car is a GT4 RS. Okay, check. One car has been modified to the tune of $80,000+. The other car has been modified to the tune of about $80,000. Check, check. They both have the same tires. Check, check. And they're all driven by the same people.
Well, one was blue and one was white.
Fucking apples and oranges. There you go. That was it. One was blue, one was white.
Got to redo it.
We got to get two exactly white cars.
Yeah.
That's what they wanted. Understood. Mm-hmm. So that.
Oh, wait, it was gray.
Yeah, it was silver.
It wasn't even blue.
Yeah, silver and white.
I've had too much whiskey.
Blue, yeah, he and from the guy that doesn't drink. And I'm the one that gets drunk. See? It's just he's in the vicinity of it and he's just feeling my drunk vibe. Crazy. So there was that, and I was like, I get where they're coming from to a point, in all seriousness. So they're saying that, and in some ways they're kind of feeding our narrative in some ways, because one of the comments and the gist of the comment is that a Manti package is an option package you can order from your dealer. And I'm like, well, you can't actually configure the car through the configurator with a Manti package. At least you couldn't when I've spec'd any of my cars. Maybe you can now, but the Manti package is an aftermarket thing that the dealer installs, kind of like Ford Performance or a Saleen Mustang, Shelby, or these kinds of things. So for them to claim that it's apples and oranges is a little off. Will Dundon parts pass TUV in Austria, Switzerland, and Germany? No. No, they won't. No, they won't. But I will tell you that if somebody in Czechoslovakia or Italy or France or Norway or Finland or Russia or any of these other jurisdictions buys their parts, and we sold many of them, and they show up with that plate and they run at the Nürburgring, it is my understanding, please correct me if I'm wrong, because I am not an expert, but this is what I've been told, that they are allowed to proceed and they are allowed to run because they do not have that car is not registered in the jurisdiction in which TUV applies. Now, there are other places, Portugal, very strict, Spain, similarly strict, but there are spots in Europe, and I'm sorry to break it to you, fellas, Europe isn't the biggest swinging dick in the world that buys parts. So, sorry that we didn't like abide by this rule set that only applies to you for the parts that we made in a jurisdiction that those rules don't apply to. So, are the parts made to a high standard? Yes. Will they withstand a whole shitload of abuse? Will they withstand, quite frankly, greater abuse than the Manti parts will stand? Yes. That of which I'm certain. The thing that I believe we are seeing is a bit of a crack in the mystique of, but our beloved Manti can make the best in the world. That I absolutely will agree with you. 100%. 100%. They have a wind tunnel. They have infinite resources from Porsche. They have 500 employees. They can make the best thing in the world. They did it. The 919 Evo, 5 minutes around the fucking Nürburgring. Yeah, 100%. Porsche Weissach, Manthey, they get together, they build something wicked. Absolutely. But they are constrained by marketing, by dollars, and by regulation. Manthey unconstrained, I think we'd give each other a serious run for the money if dollars are kept as a thing. If dollars are not kept as a litmus by which we grade this, they're going to kick our ass. They're going to make $1 million GT4 RS, and we have no chance to even sniff that.
Yeah,
because we don't have $1 million R&D budget to even think to go that high. So, I don't know that this adds any calmness to the comments. Probably adding a bit of gasoline to them, depending on how it's interpreted. But
maybe.
Quite frankly, don't care. Don't care. Kind of don't care. The fact that everybody's commenting on our YouTube video was the point.
Yeah, keep going at it. It's like if
everybody argue with each other.
Germany, Austria, or Switzerland, like the video is obviously not for you to begin with because you can't
really buy the parts.
Buy them anyway. So sure, get a Manthey, but for literally everyone else,
bring it. Let's go. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, there's still a lot of people in North America who probably think because of their marketing budget that Manthey is better than us. So that was the purpose of the video.
Correct. And there's one thing to run a race team well, and Manthey is the best in the world. If I was going to go be a gentleman racer and I wanted a team to be on so that I knew that it was run well and it was an oiled machine and they knew the strategy to be able to run things and all of that, I'd want to be on a Manthey run team. 100%. They know how to go win races. That's why Porsche bought them in the fucking first place, was because they can go and win races. It wasn't because they can modify street cars the best. No, they can win races. Can they also figure out how to make a street car slot into a certain place? Sure, absolutely they can. So, what were some of the other comments that we had that I'm missing?
God, there were so many. I didn't save any in specific, but
just read me one. What? Find me something spicy. Oh, there's a lot.
So
I know.
Reach your hand into the hat of YouTube comments.
There's even one from a local guy that built a 718 GT4 up in Canada, brought it down to the ridge on Supercar 3Rs, and did a 143.5. And I was like, cool. You're like 4 seconds off the pace. Okay. Not sure what that means, but it's parts bin. It's carbon fiber, awesome aerodynamic parts built purposefully to make the car go faster. If that's what parts bin means, then guilty as charged.
It's just not cars and coffee enough for him, I think.
Well, and that's what. What was that? Yeah, right. It wins cars and coffee. You want to take a car to the cars and coffee?
I remember being at. I don't know if I've told this before on our stream, but there was a Lake Washington Cars and Coffee, and this was like right when you guys like started development on the 992.
Oh, and Paul came.
Yeah, the yellow GT3 rolled in, and I knew that car, and I was like, oh, I think that's like the Dundon development car or whatever. And as soon as it pulled in, I was like, neck broken. Oh my god, what is that?
Right.
That guy has some cool stuff on his car. Maybe that's just because it was in Washington and there was promenades.
This is a good one. 992 GT3 is very close to a GT4 RS in price, and the difference, 10% difference in Europe. So given that, just buy a 992 GT3 and then you can forego all of the modifications on the 4RS and go just as fast. And I would beg the question, can you? Because we've not seen a 992 GT3 stock go anywhere near to a modified 4RS at our local track. There's a very similar delta of about 2.5 to 3 seconds. Now, is it a reasonable thing to spend $80,000 to achieve a 3-second faster lap time? That's not for me to say. Are you a billionaire then $80,000 is nothing. If you're scraping together and eating ramen to afford the payment on your Porsche, then probably don't do that. If you're worried about am I going to get 30 heat cycles out of my Hoosiers or 40 heat cycles out of my Hoosiers? Yeah, don't buy nothing. Don't buy nothing to make it better. You're not that guy. So the point that we were trying to make, and there was another one. I love this one. So I don't understand what this comparison is. It's not like Dundon's half the price of Manti. I'm like, did you watch the video? I don't think they watched the video. Because actually, brother, we are half the price of Manti. So if we put the same parts on a 4RS, the Manti puts on our aero, the suspension, including our suspension arms, which Manti doesn't include, brake rotors, brake pads. We don't include brake lines. We don't believe in brake lines. I think Porsche brake lines are the best in the world. Never had a problem with Porsche brake lines. We have had problem with aftermarket brake lines. So we don't do that. Yeah, thank you, Larry. GT4 RS here is faster than a 992 GT3. There you go.
It would be a good test to do, unless we've already done that, but get the comparable Dundon parts to match exactly what they do.
We've been asked for that. Davey from MCS Europe asked for that. I believe that's what's going to happen. We've been trying. There's a company, Track Speed, in Germany that has had our aero and our suspension kit since the summer. Anyone who knows Track Speed, please egg them on to actually get these on the car, because they were sent to them as part of a promotional deal, and they have not done that yet. And it is a bit frustrating because there's very little leverage that I can do because they already have the parts. It's not like I can withhold the parts because they haven't done anything. So they're sitting in a box on the floor next to their car, and who knows if they're actually going to install them or not. It's annoying. So we've got that, and then we have another company in a dealer in the Czech Republic that is interested to do the same thing. They had an off with their car. They are rebuilding it, and it's kind of a don't give a fuck build, like full send. So we've already what is it? Mr. Trump said, President Trump said, we have the construct of an arrangement, or a construct of a deal, or a framework of a deal, something like that in the news about Greenland. What he was talking about that pissed off everybody in Europe. Yeah,
I just work here.
Framework of a deal, something like that. We have the framework of a deal associated with the parts that we're going to get them, so that they can build a 4RS lab rat and take it to the Nürburgring and document their progress and give us the stock times and give us the delta. And we're going to work with them to fully develop that kit, because we don't get the opportunity to do this at the Nürburgring. So what's up, JGM Doc? Welcome, Justin. Justin reached out to me last night after via text. He's one of my Smokies homies. He reached out last night. He's like, video was freaking rad. Tyler from APR, who has the purple GT4RS, same thing. He's like, thank you for finally publishing that. I'm ready to throw down. Let's go. So if we succeeded with anything in that video, my hope is that we put the tiniest seed of doubt in the zealots' minds that whatever Manti does is, quote, the best. Is it? That's it. Not to say that we are. Yeah, the fact that Jed comfortably went faster, someone else's car, on his first session, he did 5 laps. He went almost 1.7 seconds faster in somebody else's car than his own, after setting a personal best in his own car. That's the point. That's why we made the part. So it's up to other people to decide what's an efficacious use of money for lap time.
It's also cool, as being the one who has edited the video and seeing the slow-mo footage of each car going through the corner. I thought, before watching all that, I thought I wouldn't be able to pick up the minute differences in each clip, because it's just like, oh, they're both GT4 RSs. You know, I wasn't on the track. I wasn't there that day. But we'll see. I'll put up this footage anyway. And after hearing what they said and then seeing Ted's laps in 120 FPS slow mo, watching how he enters and leaves a corner, you can see it like in real time how much more stable our car is rather than the Manti car, which I was impressed that we were able to show
Yeah.
on camera.
Yeah. Hopefully we can capture that in the Ted versus Jamie video, because having people understand Ted's inputs in the car,
this was a good
and
corner.
not is explicit. You can see the car rotating versus yeah. When Ted is saying something's up on its toes, that means that he's having to work to keep the thing going
Well,
where
that
he
was
wants
the
it.
biggest thing is with the race nav, you could see his steering wheel input.
Right.
And being able to see it on the Manti car, it's like he's all over the place. And then you look at the same one on our car, and it's smooth, controlled, and it's
nice little
how
point
it should
to
be.
apex on the trail into the top of that corner, so that he just gets it like tucked right in there and goes. That's a pro drive. That right there, right, like back 2 seconds where the back end comes around. That's a lit. Yeah. Ted's on here. Ted, how do you get the car to do that right there? Yeah. Yeah. It's a lift.
He's a wizard.
Lift and well, he knows how to lift, turn, brake. That's some rally car shit. So
yeah, it's funny seeing this clip because you can see where everyone else drives.
Yeah, Justin, if you go to the Just DSM, if you go to the very end of the Manti video, you can see the side by side of but we don't have the footage of Ted. We just have the windshield view. We don't have the or do we do?
It's
we do.
small.
Yeah,
it's
we
on
do.
there.
Yeah, it's on there. So
you can kind of watch him.
You can see
steer,
it.
Yeah.
So we have another follow-up video that I see that Dylan's working on editing now, where Ted and I kind of go corner by corner and we talk about the car and the data and the how each car, how it reacts and doesn't. And I know our friends in Europe are going to love that video as well. Going to absolutely love it. So enough on the Manti video. Anybody who has questions for us, please
Holla.
let us know, and we're happy to address them. I'm trying to avoid talking about. I got Mike Kojima from Moto IQ hitting everybody in Instagram and like seriously tackling every motherfucker that's like coming after us.
Yeah, shout out Mike.
So Shaka Mike, thank you very much, brother. I appreciate that. And we got Davey from MCS Europe doing the same on the YouTube front, addressing everybody's concerns and taking them to task when they say something stupid, so that we don't have to. And I really appreciate guys that do that for you. A little blocking and tackling for us, so we don't have to look like an asshole wrangling everybody on our own social media. So, yeah, there you go. The stop.
Good stuff. Good stuff on there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
The coolest turn, I don't know what turn it is, but the one before the replica of the corkscrew, that one where it's that sweeper goes all the way around.
I think that's
I noticed as I was
13.
watching. I think so, yeah. I noticed as I was watching, that's one of the corners where it gets the biggest delta, where you see them.
Yeah.
Because we have a bigger corner entry speed, because there's kind of a straight that goes to that corner.
Yep.
And yeah, just hugs through that corner better than the Manti car.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, Larry knows what he's looking for. He can see Taj in there working in the Manti car. So yeah, at the very end, we buried it at the end. Much to my social media team was like, nobody wants to watch track videos. I'm like, okay, this is where
but the people who do will stay, and they should watch it all so we can make our monetization money. Anyways,
this is where our tribes divide, because I like to see the track videos. Yeah.
That's good.
So there's yeah. Yeah, he's already down at Apex. The other car's getting there. Yeah, you can see him way in front of you at this point. So with the timing is the timing. The biggest contention of the comments was that the construct of the test was unreasonable, and that Dundon comparing themselves to Manthey was unreasonable. I'm like, I'm sorry, I think that's not your purview, brother. If we want to compete with Manthey on the things they're selling, somehow telling people that it makes the car the best it can be, I'm going to contest that a little bit, because I think we make parts that make it better than the best it can be. And we've now shown that.
Yeah, someone did comment that they'd like to see a Dundon versus SSR, which would be fun to do at some point. I don't know if there's any local full. I also don't know the full SSR catalog. I don't know if they have an equivalent.
Jason Yee 886. This is the guy that does this is our friend from Canada that has the 718 GT4. And yes. I'm not saying Manthey is bad. I'm saying that it's we're testing their claim that it's the best. And a very, very good driver on sticky tires is always going to be fast. And whoever drove that 718 GT4 to a 143 on Supercar 3Rs is a very, very competent driver. That said, if you were to add our aero parts and our suspension, you would probably be down to a 141 or a 140 and a half. That I can absolutely say with certainty. So I'm not saying that your car is slow. I'm saying that with our parts, you can be faster. And I'm not saying that you can't, quote, go faster than an amateur who has less driving skill than somebody else in a car that has been well set up and is on sticky tires, driven by a very competent driver. Absolutely. You're going to go fast. So we didn't take the GT4 to the Ridge. We did all that development at Pacific, and we never had that car with our full aero package. That's gone 5 years ago, brah. So you want to compare apples and apples? We can talk about that, but it doesn't seem that you want to talk about that. You want to talk about how your shop is the best, and that you guys have created a 718 GT4 that will take on all comers and be the fastest and all that good stuff. And that's amazing. Congrats. But that doesn't take anything away from what we've done. So if you came in here to try and throw shade, good luck. I'm not going to cry myself to sleep at night.
Are there any local SSR GT4s, GT4Ss that you know
Not
of?
that I've seen. There's one at COTA. Yeah. And when we go to COTA, they were very interested in a discussion, and Larry set this up, and I've been a bad boy, and I have not called the owner of the car, mainly because I didn't want to muddy the water. I don't want when we go down and support the lab rats down at COTA that's a thing. For what it's worth, Justin, I want you to look up a gentleman named Simon. And he's on the East Coast. He's on the wrong coast. He has a 718 GT4 full lab rat. And I think he just ran 216, 215 at Sebring, something like that. So if you wanted a throwdown, I think that car is going to be up here this summer. So maybe we can set something up at the Ridge. You bring your car down with what you got. We'll bring our car with what we got. And as long as everybody's got track insurance, your guy can drive our car and our guy can drive your car, and we'll do the same thing.
Run it.
Kind of a run what you brung thing. I'll have to talk to Simon, because again, it's not my car. Not really for me to fucking say. And we'll have to figure out tires, because he runs 18-inch. I don't know what tires you guys are running, but I mean, at the end of the day, there's no hate in this. I love the fact that you guys are developing the platform and you're proud of it. I do, honestly. We're all from the same tribe. So coming at us and throwing hate and shade isn't what the tribe is about, right? If we're picking a fight with anyone, we're picking a fight with Manti. They can take it. 100%, I am sure they can take a little pick sweep upstart saying that we think we're better than you. La, 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 la. They don't fucking give a shit. They don't even know we exist. Although it's funny, I think Porsche does know we exist. I got invited to some shit at Rennsport that I shouldn't have been at. I mean, like, all the muckety mucks were there. I'm like, Ted, how the fuck did we get here? I'm a little intimidated by this. This feels a little weird. So, yikes. So if that's something of interest, please reach out, fellas. We're all buddies. We go to the same track. You know, I look to all of our local guys as friends. There's something we can help each other out with. Let's do that. If you don't want to be friends, that's fine. That's on you. But I'm willing to reach out, shake your hand, give you a pat on the back. Congratulations, not in a denigrating way, but in an honest, fantastic. You developed the car. Good for you. And if we want to compare, let's compare. If you don't, also okay. We'll just go to the track and we'll be together. We'll just enjoy our cars the way that we enjoy our cars together as a community. That was the thing that I was so impressed with Jed. I said, hey, would you be into us running a head-to-head with your car? He's like, fuck yeah, let's do it. I'm interested. I'm curious. Let's try.
Yeah, that's a big thing to do when you just drop serious coin on a car. And someone asks, hey, can we prove that ours is faster than the one that you just spent hard-earned cash?
What's funny is I don't think he spent a lot of money on the kit that came on that car.
Yeah, no,
I
but
think
just
he bought a 4RS.
As a whole, it's like you just spent,
and it came
it's still
with
a lot
that
of
stuff.
It's still a lot of money though to spend on a car.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
still to have us be like, so thank you, Jed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jed.
Cheers, and shout out to Jed.
Yeah.
Without Jed, this test wouldn't have happened. We'd had no shot. Because like I said, on the video, MR cars are pretty rare. We have, that I'm aware of, we have 2 in the Northwest. And that's including Idaho and Oregon. Because Jed's in Oregon. I don't know of any that are actually Washington that go to the track. There might be some that are here that exist, but they are in a bubble.
I don't think I've ever seen any.
And, you know, and the whatnot, right? So, it's so funny. So everybody wants to make this about a drama and a picking a fight and let's go. Let's get in the parking lot. I'm going to punch you in the face. Why? What the fuck's the point in that? We bought cars so we can enjoy them. I truly don't understand this part of car culture at all. Like, don't get it.
I don't know.
Don't get it. So
I'm right there with you.
The fact that, you know, we made a video and we showed that we're faster than something doesn't mean or take away from somebody else's achievements that they also went fast. Fantastic. Yay. I'm sure if Art and Senna was here, he'd take a stock car and go 140 it and be like, what the fuck y'all doing? What's your problem? There's nothing wrong with this car. I can drive the shit out of it. So, but we don't have that. And we want amateurs to go as fast as pros and explore what they can with the car and a level of confidence that they wouldn't be able to achieve without those parts. I'm all done. And it seems our commentary, leaving friends, might also be done. So I will let it drop. What else we got?
I don't got nothing else.
You got nothing else? We got it all?
Yeah.
That's the most.
Does Justin have anything?
That's the most drama we've had on Whiskey Friday in a long time that wasn't self-generated by like technical issues or whatnot. So I appreciate you guys. Maybe this Whiskey Friday will actually go well. So yeah, and Justin was getting another time muffler out of the bubble so we can ship to Bahrain. Shout out Kareem. You're gonna love it. We got that thing done for you, so it's coming to you. His 992 is gonna sound wicked once he gets all of his goodies on there. We
might have some content on a 991.2 soon.
Oh yeah. Are you gonna go get some tomorrow?
Maybe. I have a buddy of mine who ordered a complete exhaust package from us with a stainless muffler that I delivered after work yesterday. Special little delivery
Getting
from the
getting
employee himself.
getting put on tomorrow, right?
Yeah, it'll be installed tomorrow.
Right
So
on.
I'd like to possibly, if he's open to it, I'll have to see. It would be kind of cool to have a customer spotlight video for our YouTube and just have like a formal interview with him after he drives it for a while and sees how it is, and if he's open to being on camera and sharing his wonderful thoughts.
Right on.
Would be cool to see. So he's got a Guards Red 991.2 manual GT3.
What are we
That
looking
is
at here, Justin?
bone stock.
Oh, for Cream. Yeah. So when Cream can see those perfectly silver
Nice.
welds all in the bubble, all perfect and juicy. Fantastic.
Heck yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of this. And wow, almost 6 o'clock. We're doing good.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Get Jamie to chatting about comments, and there's lots of comments
All
to chat
riled,
about.
all riled up,
making me all get my rankle up. I don't need my rankle up. It's Friday night. Seriously, guys, if you believe that this is a wonderful thing that we can do for the community, then I'm all for it. We will try and get Simon's car up here, so it's a GT4 versus a GT4 manual. Dundon full lab rat versus the 10,000 that you're bringing, and we'll see what the gist is. We'll see what's up. I'm all about science. At my core, I'm an engineer. So, what's lead time for a 992 street exhaust system with a 321 quiet muffler? I will get back to you, Mike. I don't know. I'll have to look. I would say it's going to be at least 3 weeks right now. So we're going to have the muffler relatively quick. Question not whether or not we have valves. So we're waiting on some valves from the UK. Looking February-ish to get those. Everything else we have. So cats, headers, it's muffler, it's just the valves, what we're working on right now. So hit me up with an email. We'll go from there. And I did thank you. I'll reach out to Eddie. And I know Eddie is a good guy, so I'll reach out to Eddie, and I'm sure everything will be good for my E30 M3. I'll talk to Caleb here in a minute. Maybe he's made some headway on Pumpkin. And our friends in Australia tell me there may be some updates for Pumpkin here shortly. So maybe Pumpkin rides again. It's long past Halloween, so maybe by I don't know, St. Patrick's Day. What's our next major holiday? Like Washington's birthday? Is that coming up?
I don't know.
We're kind of at Valentine's Day. Maybe by Valentine's Day, Pumpkin can.
Yeah, I won't be here, but.
Bob, I appreciate that, Bob Blast. So, they're absolutely and some of you with the apples to oranges comment, I get it. Manti's building to a marketing slot, right? They're trying to say that we're going to make this car a little bit better than it was stock, but not so much better so as to take money away from Porsche when they want to sell a 992 GT3 or a 992 GT3 RS. And that was our point. So you're feeding, and I appreciate it, that we're, for the money that you would spend for an MR package, you can have much better. That was it. And if you only wanted the things that came with the MR package, you can get that for a lot less. And there's a lot of folks who say, well, you need warranty. Most of the dealers in the United States will not void warranties. And if they tried, there's the Moss Magnuson Act. There's a whole lot of other things that are going to kind of work against them in that regard. Of course, if you put dampers on a car or aero on a car, and you have some interior piece or your air conditioner stops working, they can't claim that the dampers and or the air conditioning was or the aerodynamic devices on the car affected the air conditioning and can therefore void your warranty unless they can prove it. And there's no dealer in the country that has the resources to be able to prove that. So I'm not telling you to go tell your service manager to fuck themselves, fix my modified car. You can't have a tune. You can't have fucked with the engine. You can't claim that, oh, well, I've got all of this extra downforce. Now my wheel bearings are prematurely wearing. You kind of got to be reasonable about this shit. And, if you're taking the car to the track and you're putting slicks on it, which are already in your owner's manual that you're not allowed to do, and then claim that, your wheel bearings are prematurely worn and you want them to cover it under, if you have a race car, that's called a consumable. And you pay to get it fucking fixed. It's like a tire or a brake pad. You got to not be a dipshit in the midst of this and understand that when you modify a thing, there are some things that come with it.
Heck, I'd almost argue to a point that'd be a consumable on a street car.
It is. Yeah. It is on a GT3 RS, good for 10 hours at the factory settings. Bob, thank you for joining us. I appreciate that. And it shows a bit of courage to show up in our home turf and, listen to me rant about bullshit and come in and represent. So kudos to you, brother. Thank you for that. Carrera exhausts, yes, sir. Justin had a question about Carrera exhausts. They are in the pipe. We're getting some things moved around. Charles has them on his purview. We are hiring. We don't have our next major engineering hire comes in March 1st. That'll take some weight off of Charles. He's been dealing with a number of things here as of late. So once he comes up for air from those things, then I know the turbo and the Carrera exhaust are next on his docket. We also have another welder that we're going to interview so that we might have the capacity to build said turbo and Carrera mufflers once they exist. So, all right, y'all, I'm going to go get some food. It is 5:45, West Coast time. For those of you that don't know, the Seahawks are playing in an important game and in an important game. There we go. This Sunday. So please, if your team is already out of the running, please watch the game.
And I put money on them, so they better win.
And this is exactly why I told Dylan that why they're not going to. See, he put the bad juju on there, right, Justin? Justin's shaking his head. He's like, so,
hey man, I got my buddy Josh to start sports betting, and now the circles have came back to me, and now he's got me sports betting. So,
100%. I told him that as soon as he told me. I was like, well, now we know why they're not going to win. Thank you very much, Dylan. But anyway,
what are those last two?
997.2 Carrera exhaust. That's going to be a little longer, but so, and to Mr. Bob, last comment, you don't have to buy all of our setup all at once. You can get a little bit and a little bit and a little bit.
A little suspension package.
And
then your aero package.
Some brake pads. You can get some dive planes. You can get Gurney flap. And,
it's cool to do it all at once.
Drip it
then you
out.
Can open more boxes in your living room at once, which is fun.
It's also fun to drip it out because then the car's new every time. You get it. Yeah. You get a Gurney flap, it's new again. You get a dive plane, it's new again. You get a little trinket. Just a little trinket. The trinkets are fun. I like trinkets. All right, y'all. With that, we're going to get it out of here. Enjoy your trinkets, and we'll see you next week. Good night.